Go Waller. We are Waller. Hopefully, I don't know if we need any more volume on this. We're going to start with our joke of the day. Thanks for locking in. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Abby Miles. I'm from the 6th grade. How do you set up a space party? You plan it.
Testing. Hi, my name's Chipper Webb, and I'm in 7th grade. And what word from the English dictionary is spelled wrong? What word in the English dictionary is spelled incorrectly? Incorrectly.
My name is Bryce Dillingham. I'm from the 8th grade. How much did Santa's sleigh cost? Nothing. It was on the house.
All right, 6th grade, 7th grade, have a seat. Not only does he have the ugly sweater, but he's got the joke of the day. Bryce Dillingham. Give it up to him real quick. All right, Bryce. Okay, before we introduce our band and before we introduce our extended talent today for our assembly, want to bring out Nick Keeling. Nick is a graduate of Waller, a graduate of Enid Public School System, has a brother, a sister in Waller right now. Some of you guys know Nick, yes. Give it up to Nick's family who's in the audience today. He's going to come share with us some experiences that he's had as a student, but he's also going to kind of talk about what we've been talking about all year long. How do people win? How are you successful? What are those traits? What are those characteristics? And then what are the experiences that he's went through? And he's going to share those with you today. So give Nick a warm Waller welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Brochamp. Like you said, I'm Nick Keeling. I was born and raised in Enid, Oklahoma. I am a proud Waller Eagle, and I graduated from Enid High, the class of 2012, and I'm now in my sophomore year of college at Oklahoma State University. Thank you. All right, go Pokes. Go Pokes. But before I get into anything about winning or anything else, I got some apologies to make, and the first one's going to go to Mrs. Binkley, wherever you're at. I apologize for that time that I tried to walk on my hands in the back all the way across your room. I made it, but at the end I did fall over and break all your turn-in trays. So, sorry. And also to Mr. Moulton, wherever you're at, I am also sorry because you had to put up with me for that entire trip, week-long, to Washington, D.C. and New York City, and I just gave you so much grief it wasn't even hilarious. Other notable mentions are Mr. Nichols, Miss Baker, Dr. V, Miss Burns, both the Harrells, Mr. Julian, and I just want to give all you guys a shout out because you are the only teachers who had the gall to stay here after having me as a student. So you guys are awesome and absolutely made an impact on my life, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. But before we get going, I've got a question, and I just want to see that if anybody has a question that comes up through the whole time that I'm speaking, just go ahead and shout it out if it pertains to what we're doing, because we'll get it answered then. But if not, then you can ask it at the end because I'll have a couple of minutes to take some questions.
And Nick, and they can come up here kind of like we did last time. If you guys start to have questions, just come on over here and then I'll ask them to the group so everybody can hear, and I will let you respond.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. That's awesome. But I'm here to talk a little bit about what makes a winner and things that we can all do to become a winner, and basically in general, things that make people a winner. So I want to ask first off, somebody, not loud enough?
There you are.
Woo! Okay, somebody just tell me something that makes a person a winner. Anybody? Yes. You definitely won't lose a dodgeball game. You might. Okay. That's all for now. Later. More questions. I have a ton of candy here. So we all definitely have a concept of what a winner is. And I'd just like to elaborate because I don't think very many people have taken time to sit down and evaluate common characteristics between any group of winners and figure out how it is that we ourselves can become winners and succeed in life. And I put a little time into it, and what I came to the conclusion of is I believe that a winner is a person who lives their life based on their values. So what we're going to do now is I'd like everybody to just close your eyes. It's a short exercise. Trust me, get comfortable, close your eyes. Not too cool. Everybody do it. All the way around. Okay. Now then, just take a second to get comfortable, and what I want you to imagine is you're at a funeral. Shh. Seriously. Just imagine you're at a funeral, and take a second. It can be however you want it to be, and now I want you to imagine that it's your own funeral. It's okay. You're okay. Just listen. There's a point. It's okay. So you're at your own funeral, and there are 4 speakers at your funeral. You have an immediate family member, a classmate who is a close friend, a classmate who is not a close friend, and a complete stranger. And all 4 of these people are going to speak at your funeral, and I want everybody to take a second and imagine what it is that you think they might be able to say about you at your funeral, and then take a second to evaluate what is it that you would like them to be able to say at your funeral. Okay, thank you. Most answers to everybody, I'm not going to take answers there because they're pretty much all the same. Everybody wants people to say things like they were generous, or they were hardworking, honest, lived their life with a high level of integrity. They were hardworking and trustworthy friends. They always knew how to help somebody when they were in need. And these are all examples of specific values. These are things that are going to make somebody a winner. And it's just a measure of how dedicated a person is to these values. And so through that exercise, hopefully I proved to everybody that you all know what values are, and you know that you want to live by your values. But the next question that comes after that is, how do you live a life based on your values? And I think that you can sum living a life based on your values up in 5 very simple words. And that is to simply do what is right. And this is where the value system becomes so important, because simply doing what is right, there's going to be a lot of times in your life where you're faced with tough situations where you don't know what to do. But if you have that core unchanging value system, those things that always mean something to you and are always going to be the same, then you can sit back and you can reflect on what your values are and make the proper decision on what is the right thing to do in any given situation. For example, if a group of your classmates are talking down on or talking poorly about another classmate who's not in the room, if you value being a trustworthy person, you would be unable to participate in speaking down about any of your classmates, because that would violate your value of being trustworthy. There are some common characteristics between winners specifically that I've noticed, and I think they'd be useful to you guys, to be a little bit more specific rather than being so vague. And the first one is to always take advantage of any opportunity that you're given. You guys live in a time where you spend most of your time scrolling through on your phones, if you have them, through iFunny or Facebook or Twitter or whatever else. And I just hope that you take the time to appreciate that you have access to more information and more knowledge in 5 seconds than people 100 years ago would have had access to in their entire lifetime. And to be a real winner would be the type of person who's going to not only enjoy it for the nice things that those can offer, but also take advantage of the opportunities that is all of that information that's so readily at your disposal. And also, I just hope that everybody appreciates where you're at in your life, because over the next 3, 4, 5 years, you are surrounded by more people right now that want to help you than you'll ever have again in your life. These teachers are paid. It is their job to help you and to teach you and guide you through the younger years of your life. And it's a crime not to take advantage of that and not to appreciate everything the teachers put in. Oklahoma ranks in one of the lowest teacher pay states in the nation. So these teachers are obviously not doing what they do for the money. They do their jobs because they care about you, and it's a real shame to not take advantage of that and appreciate it. Another quality in winners is that they are always proactive. These opportunities, they don't wait for an opportunity to come and smack them in their face. They are going to stand up, and if it's not directly in front of them, they're going to seek opportunities. They're going to go try to find everything they can to make themselves better at every opportunity. And probably the most important quality I think that any general winner has is that they will never, never, never quit. A quitter is, by my definition, they are a loser, is a quitter. They set their minds to something and they're going to achieve it. No matter how many times a winner falls down, no matter how many times a winner fails, because you will fail. No matter what in your life, no matter how hard you try, no matter how good you are at something, you're going to come to a time where the demands are higher than your skills and you will fail. But to be a real winner is the person who's going to get up and try harder or think about something differently and finish the task that they set their mind to initially. Also, a quitter doesn't quit when the job is done. They can go through and they can succeed at something, but then immediately when that's finished, they're going to move on to the next task. They're going to find something to do or some way to improve what they've already done. And I think those are a couple of things that make people real winners. But to go ahead and wrap things up, we started off and defined what a winner is, and I want you guys to know that I do not believe a winner can be defined in one moment. A winner is not a person who won a game or a person who did really well at something. A winner is a person who, over the course of their life, took the time and the dedication to always mean what they said and live by their values, and they simply did what was right in any given situation. Now, to go about simply doing what is right, you have to have that core system of values that you can always stick to. And the examples that I thought would be the most useful were they take advantage of all the opportunities that are given, they're always proactive, and a winner will never quit, no matter what they're going through. And that's about all that I've got. Try to keep it pretty brief. If anybody has any questions, we'll take those now. Yeah. I loved Waller. It was a great school. I had a really good time there.
Here, I got you. She's going.
Nice.
We're going to hold this for the end.
Okay. Yes. What did I do at Waller? Electives. I took foods one year, speech and drama one year, athletics. That was a little short, sorry. Okay, other side. Yeah. Blue shirt?
How did the teachers help you be successful?
Teachers can help you be successful in a lot of ways, and probably the easiest one is just talking to you. There's going to be times in class where you just can't get something the first time around, and what you've got to do is you've got to take advantage of a teacher and go in and talk to them before school or after school. If you guys still have the advisory period, don't just sit in there and play around. Go take the time to go talk to a teacher and learn. There's something about people that makes us, when we ask a question, people want to help other people, and teachers are no exception. So really all you have to do is seek the help. Hoodie? Yes? Right now? I just wrapped up this semester, and I now have a 3.97. Yellow shirt?
What's his favorite subject?
I am a big fan of chemistry. Okay, blue shirt. Chemical engineering. Way in the back. Yes. Yes. Shh. Hey, respect. Respect. Come on. Yeah. Oh.
Favorite elective?
I loved taking foods. I don't know if you guys, do we still have foods?
Dr. V cooks pancakes.
Okay, well, besides foods, I probably liked speech, the speech and drama. You ready? I got tackled. Oh no, that was way off.
Mr. Julian, if you'll pick one more 6th grade question, Ms. Reynolds, if you'll pick one more 8th grade question,
Okay.
and then Mr. Barnes, if you'll pick one more 7th grade question, we'll wrap up that
Okay,
way.
thank you.
All right, there from the 8th grade, what do you got? Who do we?
Okay, the question is, what's changed in Waller from the time that I was here to now? And it looks like a totally different school. The courtyard is awesome. Man, it just looks great. And we didn't have these weekly assemblies when I was here, and when I heard about them, they are so cool. This is a really awesome opportunity for you guys. It seems like you guys are having a lot more fun while you're here than I might have.
We want to make sure over here we clarify. The question is, you talked about never quitting. Well, just want to make sure that you get specific on, how did you ask it a while ago? What if never quitting means never quitting something bad? If I have a bad habit and I need to break that, can you make sure that you don't put that blanket?
Absolutely. Well, that's a great question and a great point as far as quitting a bad habit. And my only response to that could be is, yes, you absolutely have to quit a bad habit if you have already developed it. But if today every person in this room decided to be committed to simply doing what is right and living their life based on their values, nobody would develop any bad habits. So yes, you would have to quit if you had a bad habit already, but had you been living your life based on a set of core unchanging values, then you wouldn't develop the bad habits as is.
Last one right here.
Okay.
What do you like about college?
Man, college is awesome. Well, I like the structure of college a lot because the learning style is a lot more independent. It's very difficult because you're expected to absorb what you guys absorb in 5 or 6 hours of class a week. College students are expected to absorb in 2 or 3 hours a week. So there is a lot less class time, but you have to put in a lot of time outside of school. So the personal discipline is really important in college, and being able to maintain focus when you don't have some authority figure standing over you saying, hey, you need to pay attention and do this.
Awesome. Nick, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate your time. Everybody have a happy Christmas break.
Nick, thanks for being an alumni. Thanks for being an example of a winner. Thanks for coming in here and sharing your experiences with us. And what I want you guys to think about out here, what I want you to think about is, as Nick talked, as our previous speakers have talked, whether it was Waller Day, whether it was Veterans Day, whether it's the speakers we've brought in here, the consistency in their conversations about those traits and about those habits that help create success in your life. The things he talked about today, the ability to communicate with your teachers. They're here to help you. The ability to work hard, the ability to be persistent. Integrity, and he talked about living your values, and we've talked about that in here. To me, that's the definition of integrity. The definition of integrity is living your values. What are those core beliefs that you have? Everybody's got choices. We talk about that all the time. Some people make good ones, some people make bad ones. But we all have choices. And when you're faced with a choice, if you can always think about what are my values and what would my values dictate how I make this choice, you're going to be successful. So again, Nick in the back, thank you. Thank you guys for paying attention to that great message today. At this time, Miss Eldora in the Waller Band will begin our talent portion.
Okay, my second hour. Which one? My second hour class is being awarded the Teamwork Award for all their hard work in PE with Mrs. Gunning students. So they're going to be dancing to Jingle Bells with Miss Eldor's band. We have Chloe Brown, Sarah Gibbs, Anayeli Valadares, and Kirsten Edmondson are with Connor Gantz. Christina Diego and Orlin Vargas, Dylan Stotts are with Christina Gerhardt. Leo Robles and Libby Redding are with Hannah Hampton. Gabby Tatum and Tatum Ellis are with Jessica Hampton. Jaden Demerica, Dylan Stotts, and Darian Vasquez are with Jacob Simon. Zachary Guyman, Brentavious Mitchell, and Macy Hutchinson are with Hunter Melvin. And Shane Bell, Kylie Landergan, and Braden Whitmore are with Alex Hatskin. Here we go.
Kobe McCullough's on the front row.
Joyce.
And I'm
Joyce and
Caitlin Gaines.
And they've got a song they're going to sing called Jingle Bell Rock, and it's a cappella. So here, you ready to go? Uh-huh. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Now the jingle bell wing and jingle bell. Now the jingle bell hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell ring. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Dancing and prancing and jingle so square. In the frosty air, what a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in jingle feet. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock.
Hi, my name's Jessica. I'm Rebecca. I'm Katie. And I'm Jada. Today we're singing Let It Snow. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we know a place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
You know Dasher and Dancer
and Prancer and Vixen,
Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose,
like a light bulb.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history.
Waller, I have a joke. What do elves learn in school? The alphabet.
All right, Eden, you got the floor, you got the stage. Take it away.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. I don't even wish for snow. I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't listen to the North Pole for Saint Nick. True, all I want for Christmas is you. I don't want a lot for Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. I'm gonna keep on waiting underneath the Christmas tree. I don't know the list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. Santa Claus won't make me happy with the joy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. I don't even wish for snow. I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. I won't even say a wait to hear the magic reindeer squeal. And I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. see my baby standing right outside my door. 'Cause I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby, all I want for Christmas is you.
Where did the reindeer go when he lost his tail? The retail store.
Boys and girls of all ages, welcome, because we have three little elves who are going to dance for you, and they'll introduce themselves here in just a moment. So please welcome our three little elves.
Have a holly jolly.
Dun, da, da, da. Show them your appreciation. Give them a hand.
Okay, good, good. Well, hello everybody at Waller. I see you, Grandma. I see you back there. I see you. Okay, well, I would be home right now, but I got hired to do a Christmas show, which I did one yesterday. I did one, well, I'm getting ready to do one this afternoon, and I'm doing one tomorrow. So that's why I'm not home right now. I recently actually cut an album, and it's coming out after the first of the year. Mr. Beauchamp, you're getting one. Anyway, you're getting ready to see one of my new music videos for Christmas. It's Mary Did You Know? And if you guys like it, make sure to go on YouTube and get me some likes. Okay? So here you go. Hope you like it.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, oh, you've kissed the face of God. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I.
At this time, I want to ask Mr. Nichols to come to the front, please. He's got a bunch of jokes, and we just want to recognize him. Come on up here real quick, please. Z, where are you at in the back? Let's get that spotlight on Mr. Nichols. Today is his birthday. Join me, please. Happy birthday to you.
Go Waller! Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from her house Christmas Eve.
say there's
no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
She'd
been drinking too much eggnog,
and we
begged her not to go.
But she
got her medication,
and
she staggered through the door out of the snow.
When we found her
Christmas morning, at the scene of the attack,
she had
footprints on her forehead,
and incriminating claws marked on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer,
walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
You can say there's no such thing as Santa. As for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all sold out of
Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, drinking root beer, playing cards with cousin now. It's not Christmas without Grandpa. Grandma. All the family's dressed in black. And we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or take them back?
Grandma
got ran over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Now the goose is
On the table, and the pudding made of fig. What's fig?
and the blue and
Blue and silver candles.
that would
Just
just
matched
match the hair in Grandma's
the
wig.
hair in Grandma's wig.
I warned all my friends and
Neighbors, better watch out for yourselves. They
They should
should.
never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh
Sleigh.
and plays with elves. Grandma got
Ran over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
You can say there's no such thing as Santa.
As for me and Grandpa, we
Sing it with us,
believe.
Grandpa. Grandma got
Ran over by a reindeer.
You can say
There's no such thing as Santa,
but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you! Thank you!
Rock and roll. Good night.
Okay. Talked about Polar Express a while ago, and if you guys can picture that Polar Express movie, those of you who've seen it, Clay kind of gave me some flashbacks. Think about when the train's on, getting ready to go to all those caribou, and they're pulling on that guy's beard. Does that not remind you of Clay Ashcraft right there? I think it reminds me of that. So, hey, there's no faculty song? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, Mr. Wright. Okay, hey guys, thank you today. I know we were in here for an extended period of time. Appreciate your attention through that. As we finish up here, what we're going to do is we're going to dismiss here shortly. We're going to go to fifth hour. We will not dismiss fifth hour on the bell. Oh, we got one more, do we not? Great. We will not dismiss fifth hour on the bell. You'll stay in your fifth hour class. We will send you to sixth hour at approximately 15 after 2 o'clock. So you'll get a little bit of time in fifth hour and a little bit of time in sixth hour before you move on. Hey, no bah humbugs in here. We're in that great Christmas spirit, right? Go Waller. One thing I do want to talk to you about real quick before I turn it over to Ms. Yeager is this Friday in our GTO program. You guys have got that fourth hour semester test time blocked away. Then after that, we will be back in the auditorium. We will go over that process with you. We will divide up by grades. We've got, a school-wide community service project planned for everybody here. GTO. GTO stands for Gives to Others. How fortunate we are to be where we are and have what we have. We've got a great opportunity, and we'll share again on Friday a little bit more specifics, but we've partnered with a business here in town that we're going to be able to give back to Enid and to the greater Enid Public Schools community with some of the things that we're going to do. We've got a lot of picture opportunities, newspaper publicity, things like that coming in. So I want to encourage everybody on Friday to wear your Waller gear, those Waller Spirit shirts, those class shirts you have, so we can promote all the things that we're doing here at Waller. So again, Friday, we'll see you back in here, but at this time, I'm going to give it to Mrs. Yeager.
Okay, I want to let you know that there was supposed to be one more pie incident. Unfortunately, the teacher didn't feel well and went home. In my class, we challenged Mrs. Dunn's class. Now, contrary to what the announcement says, the announcement said that Mrs. Yeager was to get the pie in the face. Correct. You have to realize all of it was from children donating. All of Miss Dunn's was what Miss Dunn donated. So, no, Mrs. Yeager doesn't get the pie in the face. Miss Dunn does. One little twist I put on it that I didn't tell Mrs. Dunn that helped us win. Whatever child brought the most canned goods got to put the pie in Miss Dunn's face. So, we'll do this hopefully in January. And this is the gentleman who won. Tony. Tony.
Thank you, Big Tony. Hey, and we might arrange something on Friday if Miss Dunn shows back up here.